We're actually getting pretty close to the release of The Rings of Power. Comes out next Friday. I can't wait to see what this actually looks like. Now, there is a group of people out there on social media saying that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's, of course, critics and social media influencers who have the ability to talk about it but not review it. So we have first reactions, and how do first reactions always go? They're always amazing. Every single person that's been reacting to the show, with a blue check mark especially, has been talking about how it's the most amazing thing, except for these guys. They don't have one for some reason. Surprising. It's the most amazing show ever, touched them, changed their lives, made their lives better, all that stuff. So that's what's going on with it. I don't think we have any real reviews yet. And even those I expect, especially if they're coming from people that have seen it early, like these people, I expect them to all be just positive. I predict the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes will be somewhere in the high 90%. It'll be high up there. I guarantee you it will. Amazon needs the show to succeed. And even if it doesn't succeed, they're just going to say it did anyway. This is from Business Insider. Amazon insiders say its $1 billion Lord of the Rings series will determine the company's streaming future if we can't make it successful. Why is Amazon Studios even here? They have a lot riding on this show. This show is going to set some standards for them when it comes to high production. So they put $1 billion behind it. If this doesn't do good, then what are they doing? Like, Amazon's trying to be a major player in Hollywood now. It used to be something they just kind of played around with. They kind of played in the sandbox of it, but they never really went all in. This show is them going all in. $1 billion, like, this is one of the most expensive productions ever made for television. So this article is really interesting. Bounding into Comics did a good job of grabbing some of the key points and really talking about what that article is. And it's this. It's regardless of actual viewership, this show is going to be a victory. Why? Because they need it to be a victory. A new report claims that Amazon Studios and Prime Video will declare their upcoming series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, a victory regardless of actual viewership. And that's the really interesting thing there. No matter what the series pulls in ratings, they're just going to say it was a victory regardless because, well, it brought in a bunch of Prime subscriptions, or they can just say it did good because they don't have to show any ratings. Now, what's interesting is House of the Dragon. There's a claim that House of the Dragon, and we're going to go back to House of the Dragon in a minute, but there's a claim that House of the Dragon made recently. I forgot to pull the article up. About 20 million people have watched it, apparently. But at TV Series Final, where we can actually look at House of the Dragon numbers, because don't forget, it was on cable. HBO, the channel, still exists on cable. Apparently only 2.1 million people watched it, which is pathetic, actually, for a Game of Thrones show, because look at what Season 8 did. 11, 10, 12, 11, 12, 13 million. Now, to be fair, streaming is a big factor for shows now. However, this is only from 2019. Isn't that far off? Like, you still had 11, 10, 12, 13 million people tuning in. So I'm really curious if HBO is telling the truth. Now, we'll get Samba TV numbers eventually, and we can really take a look at that. But Rings of Power needs to hit 10 to 13 million people for it to be considered a success at all. It really needs to be considered the highest viewed television show of modern times. It needs to hit 10 through something million people. The first 3 days, it needs to hit that number, or it's a disaster. Lord of the Rings should be bigger than Game of Thrones. So we'll see. But apparently, even if it doesn't do well, it's still a success. I think if this show does bad, you see a lot of people get fired from Amazon Prime. And they even say that in this report, that nobody is safe. If this show fails, everyone's head's going at stake, and they're all getting kicked out. So, I mean, because it's $1 billion. That ain't shit money. That's a lot. That's a lot of money to gamble. So if this show fails, a lot of people are done, fired, out of here. That new audience they're looking for, though, I wonder how they're going to react to this show. Look how they're already acting to House of the Dragon. A lot of people mad that first episode of House of the Dragon didn't have a trigger warning. They're mad that it didn't have a trigger warning, which I think is pretty damn funny. Now, this is, of course, in reference to the birthing scene, which is pretty brutal. However, that's what Game of Thrones is. What the hell show do you people think you're watching? There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in the original Game of Thrones series. Now, I'm kind of used to the violence at this point, but it's just funny. Like, who are these new people? Like, what the hell do you think? What do you think Game of Thrones is? It's a violent show. You think you're going to tune into something that's just not going to be brutal? They have to kind of up the ante with this show. And I do think that birthing scene did a good job. That was a hard scene to watch. But people are very upset about it. Very, very upset. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's going to be really fun watching how Lord of the Rings does. I'm really interested in knowing how many people actually tune in for that Rings of Power show. I think it'll do well. How well, though, is the question. It needs to just shatter numbers. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.